Would you like to discover and truly understand how to achieve prosperity and maintain it for many years? There is a kind of knowledge that transcends centuries, an ancient wisdom, tested and proven, capable of transforming not only your bank account, but your mind, your character, and your destiny. Today, we are going to dive into the teachings of Solomon, the wisest king who ever lived. His principles, recorded in the Book of Proverbs, reveal pathways to living with prosperity, wealth, and power, not just for a season, but for many years. But pay close attention. We are not talking only about money. We are talking about influence, honor, stability, strategic vision, and inner peace. We are talking about a kind of prosperity that begins within and manifests outwardly. If you want to learn how to build a solid, respected, and abundant life, stay with me until the end. Because the wisdom you are about to hear today can completely change the direction of your future. Solomon was the son of King David and ruled Israel during a time of great peace and prosperity. At the beginning of his reign, he had a decisive encounter with God. Instead of asking for riches, fame, or military power, he asked for wisdom to govern his people with justice. That request changed his life forever. According to the biblical account, God not only granted him unparalleled wisdom, but also wealth and honor as a result. Solomon became world-renowned. Kings and queens traveled great distances to hear his counsel. Much of this wisdom was recorded in the Book of Proverbs. Unlike historical narratives, Proverbs is a collection of practical teachings, organized into short, direct, and profound statements. These are principles about finances, work, leadership, relationships, discipline, character, and spirituality. They are not merely ancient sayings. They are life strategies. They are foundations that remain relevant today because they address human nature, and human nature has not changed. The Book of Proverbs teaches something revolutionary. True prosperity begins in the mind and in the spirit before it ever appears on the outside. Wisdom is the invisible foundation that sustains visible wealth. Solomon declares that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. This means recognizing limits, acting with moral responsibility, and understanding that power without character leads to destruction. Without this foundation, any wealth is fragile and temporary. Real prosperity is not merely accumulating possessions. It is living with purpose. It is building something that lasts. It is having peace while you grow, not anxiety while you achieve. Solomon shows that wealth and power are natural consequences of wise decisions repeated over time. Discipline produces stability. Integrity builds trust. Vision creates growth. When prosperity is aligned with purpose, it does not corrupt, it strengthens. It does not destroy relationships, it protects them. It does not create arrogance, it creates responsibility. That is the difference between getting rich for a moment and prospering for many years. Now let's turn wisdom into action. Solomon's teachings, recorded in Proverbs, reveal 4 pillars for building prosperity, wealth, and power that stand the test of time. 1. Trust in God and in His direction. Solomon teaches that relying solely on your own understanding is limiting. The human mind sees the present. God sees the future. Trusting the Lord means seeking guidance before making decisions, recognizing your limits, and aligning your ambitions with eternal principles. Decisions made with humility prevent costly mistakes. When you submit your plans to a higher direction, your choices become more strategic and less impulsive. Lasting prosperity begins with conscious dependence, not arrogant self-sufficiency. 2. Diligence and hard work. Proverbs repeatedly contrasts the lazy person with the diligent one. The message is clear: talent without effort does not produce abundance. Prosperity is not born from shortcuts, but from consistency. Honest work, repeated daily, creates exponential results over the years. Small, Consistent actions outperform occasional bursts of good intentions. Solomon shows that those who cultivate discipline reap stability. Solid wealth is built step by step. 3. Planning and courage. Solomon valued strategy. He taught that well-structured plans lead to profit, while impulsive decisions lead to lack. Prosperity requires long-term vision. But planning alone is not enough. It takes courage to act, to adjust course when necessary, and to persist in the face of difficulty. Those who think about the future behave differently in the present. Resilience turns obstacles into lessons. 4. Integrity and generosity. True prosperity cannot be sustained without integrity. Gains obtained through dishonest means erode the very foundation of life. Solomon warns, wealth without character is unstable. On the other hand, generosity strengthens influence. Those who give grow in honor. Those who act with justice build a strong reputation. In the end, lasting power does not come only from what you accumulate, but from the character you preserve along the journey. The real difference between temporary wealth and lasting prosperity lies in the foundation upon which it is built. In Proverbs, we learn that what grows too fast, without deep roots, rarely endures. Sustainable prosperity is the result of wise decisions repeated over time. It means investing with prudence, spending with awareness, and building with patience. It's not just about earning more, it's about managing better. Solomon teaches that the blessing that comes with wisdom brings no sorrow. This means that wealth gained with character does not steal your peace, destroy your family, or compromise your emotional well-being. Lasting wealth is born from 3 habits: self-control, long-term vision, and reverence for God. Those who learn to control their impulses avoid unnecessary debt. Those who think about tomorrow plant today. Those who maintain their principles do not lose what they build. Lasting prosperity is not luck. It is alignment. It is living strategically, balanced, and intentionally, understanding that time rewards those who build with wisdom. Now comes the most important question: how do you apply this wisdom today? First, establish daily moments of reflection. Wisdom grows when you slow down to think before you act. 5 minutes of conscious decision-making can prevent years of regret. Second, organize your financial life around clear principles. Spend less than you earn. Invest with intention. Avoid impulsive decisions. Today's discipline becomes tomorrow's security. Third, protect your character as your greatest asset. Reputation opens doors that money cannot buy. Honesty builds trust, and trust creates opportunity. Fourth, develop long-term vision. Ask yourself, does this decision strengthen my future, or only satisfy my present? The teachings of Proverbs remain relevant because they address the core of human nature. Emotions, ambitions, fears, and desires remain the same, and wisdom remains the answer. Applying these principles does not require perfection. It requires consistency. Solomon's wisdom is not merely ancient knowledge. It is a roadmap for anyone who desires to live with prosperity, wealth, and power for many years. But remember, prosperity begins within. Before you conquer the external world, you must first govern your own heart. Before you lead others, you must learn to lead yourself. If you choose to live with trust in God, daily discipline, strategic planning, and non-negotiable integrity, you'll be building something that time cannot destroy. The decision starts today. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who also wants to grow with purpose. Subscribe to the channel to continue learning principles that transform destinies. And leave a comment below. Which of these principles will you begin applying first? Because wisdom is available. Prosperity is the result. And your future starts now.